The Dershow.
Okay, next question. This is one I love to answer. What does the yellow ribbon signify? Well, the yellow ribbon stands for the return of the hostages that Hamas is holding. And this yellow ribbon was designed right after they took 250 hostages. And in the Academy Award that occurred right after that, one person in the entire Academy, one person wore a yellow ribbon. You know how many people wore the red hand? The red hand supports Hamas's murder. The red hand is a justification for the lynching of two Israelis who wandered by accident into Ramallah and had their bodies torn apart from limb to limb by a lynch mob. So I'm proud to wear this ribbon. I'm also proud to wear the blue square under the ribbon. The blue square Bob Kraft designed and made to show opposition to anti-Semitism. So everywhere I go, I wear the yellow ribbon and the blue square. I wore other ribbons and symbols like this for other people who were in captivity or in prison. So I'm proud of these ribbons. I remember the auto worker from Cleveland who emigrated from Germany, actually from Poland or Ukraine, following World War II. It turns out he was a Nazi prison guard, Ivan the Terrible, and was deported. I was involved in that case. I went to Israel to watch the trial of John Demjanjuk, who was the auto worker from Cleveland, who denied he was Ivan the Terrible, but essentially admitted he was another terrible Ivan. That is, there were a lot of Ivans, a lot of Ukrainian guards who were murdering Jews. One of them was particularly notorious, and he got the nickname Ivan the Terrible. And Demjanjuk denied it. And the Supreme Court of Israel, in a decision written by Aharon Barak, a man who himself barely survived the Holocaust, he was hidden in a wall for several years, wrote the opinion freeing Ivan Demjanjuk on the ground that he was not Ivan the Terrible, just another terrible Ivan. And then he was deported from the United States because he had failed to disclose the fact that he was a concentration camp, death camp guard when he applied for his status and his immigration. So the Ivan the Terrible case, the John Demjanjuk case, does provide for some precedent to justify the deportation of people who have lied about their background, in this case, lying about his Nazi background. In the case of Khalil, lying about his support for terrorism. I will bet you anything that the government is going to find information and documentation that this thug from Colombia supported Hamas, praised Hamas, did things that helped Hamas, even before he filed for his visa and green card application. And if that's the case, he is deportable, because the one ground for deportation that everybody has to acknowledge is if you entered the country fraudulently, you're deportable. Even if you are an American citizen, this is extreme, but if you're an American citizen, a naturalized citizen, mentioned this yesterday, if you're a naturalized citizen who became naturalized, got his citizenship papers, but you did it fraudulently, even you, a citizen, can have your citizenship revoked, and you can be deported. It's rarely done, but it's available under the law.